I draw them all up and then made all the frames up, all looking nice. Got these on there, they're looking wicked. Absolutely stunning, they're handmade. The old good old famous sticks, like, you know, says it on the tin there. I've used nigh on a whole can. I'm just using up some of the materials that I had, but then I use like there we go, just like that. These here are looking wicked. Yeah, so there's all the art plaques. They're all finished up. They're looking absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so I'll give you all a bit of an update on the fish. See this little mark on the side of the fish there? That's what I was... Right then, so I've been very busy this morning. I've got a load of plaques of wood, what I've ripped down, and basically making up some of the art plaques that I used to make. I'm gonna get them all made up, show you what I do and how I do things. Yeah, made all the frames up, all looking nice, and I do a tidy job on it, guys. Time it's all finished, it'll be looking prim and proper. Takes me a lot of time to get it made up, so it's gonna take me over the course of a week, if not longer, before I get all of this lot finished, but I'll put it all into one video and then we'll go from there. Right then, so getting there with the frames. I've made up 4 frames, got all the brackets on there, give them 2 coats at the moment. It does take about 12 hours in between each coat with this spray paint that I use, but it is real good stuff. Another plaque to make as well, and then obviously I put my decoration on or whatever I'm going to do to it, put them inside the frames. But yeah, they'll be looking wicked. I'm going to make a few more up in a minute. I had a nice delivery this morning come through the post, absolutely well made up with this, from a subscriber called Joe, and well, must have took him absolutely hours to draw this, all hand drawn, and he's kindly laminated it for me as well. I was thinking of putting this one inside of my koi shed, so every time I open up the door I'll see this, and it's a very nice gesture, so I can't thank Joe enough for that. I'm well made up with it, so thank you very much, mate. Yeah, so it's been a long old day today. The wife's going nuts, mine, because I've got them sat on this table that we got, which we eat our dinner on, obviously, and well, she said you needed to put a cloth down. Well, I should have put a cloth down, really, but I still use the like little props, old bits of wood that I got just to rest everything up. But everything's been sort of painted. It's all had 3 coats now. It's a long old time consuming job, and it's part of the reason why I stopped selling them, to be fair, because there wasn't no profit in it for how long it would take me to make just one item, because literally this is, you know, a whole day's worth, and I'm still not even finished yet. It doesn't look like a lot, but time you've made everything up from scratch, like from a single piece of wood, time you do all your measurements, time you've sanded everything down, it's just a massive job. But yeah, I'm just going to give you an update. So I got myself some temperature plaques as well, so I'll be putting them onto these ones. I got some nice ideas for these to go into the center of these, and then I've got to cut all my wires to get all the wires in there. It's a massive time consuming job, but as you can see, I've got all the brackets on there now as well, and I thought it'd be a brilliant idea just to put a few on eBay himself, let the auctions run, and just, you know, it gives people a chance maybe if they want to get hold of some of the stuff that I make. And it is a little bit personal because it's something that I make myself, and I just thought, you know, with the amount of people that ask me like where did I get mine from, and it's purely down to that I make them myself, and you know, they all look absolutely wicked, to be fair, on the pond. And I used to make them and sell them, and the people that did buy them originally, when a couple of years ago, they were more than happy with them, and they're the same as me. All of these along here, they're all over 2 years old now, and well, they still look fantastic, to be fair. All I do recommend to anyone, obviously I varnish them up, all I do recommend, if you've got time during the year, just before winter comes, just after you've had it for a year, just maybe re-varnish it, and it will be looking wicked. But you don't want to hear me going on all about that yet. You want to see what it's going to look like, and let me crack on with that, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're all finished. So just a little update. You can see it's pitch black outside, so I've been at it all day. I had me tea, and well, that's the end of the day basically. So you can see here, this is just some of the start of the ideas, what I'm doing, and they do look pretty cool, to be fair. Like I said, if you want to have a go yourself, it's easy to do. I got a video, I just chuck it up here somewhere just to show you how I do stuff, like step by step. Just thought of an idea, maybe I'll just put these up on auction on eBay or something like that when I'm done, and we'll just go from there. As you can see here, They're looking proper cool. So these are the ones I had off of Illy Koi Art. They're, to be fair, they're made out of China. They're absolutely stunning. They're handmade. He sent me about 15 of them. So part of the reason why I'm just, I mean, I don't need them all myself. And I thought it would be nice to share it with you guys. And, well, I got some of this stuff to put on. The old, good old famous sticks light, you know. It says it on the tin there. Really good. So what the idea was, or what I was thinking, I'm going to fill this up with the sticks light, you know. And then I've put the screw in place, so this will grip around that as it goes in. And I've cut it to the exact size. And then what they'll look like, I'll obviously show you, but as I'm making the video, one of the frames, they're still a bit wet, so I can't touch them. I've had 4 coats on now of the spray paint, and I use the Painter's Touch. It's real good quality. It's a little bit pricey, but it's good quality. And to be fair, that's 4 frames I've done there, and I've used nigh on a whole can. So you soon eat it up. There's other ways of doing it, but that's just the way I do it. You can use like a spray lacquer, what you can use, but I use a varnish, and I do 3 or 4 coats of varnish. But basically, I've got to do the varnishing before I stick these on, because I don't want to get any varnish on these, because then it will spoil it. But I reckon they'll look absolutely mint when they're done. And then I'll just work out what I'm going to do, of how I'm going to do it, and we'll go from there. I've obviously purchased a few things just to make it, and well, it'll look proper cool when it's all done. Yep, so up early this morning, give it all another coat, another quick coat, let that dry again, and then got these on there. They're looking wicked. Got to go to the shop as soon as they open. It's a bit early. They don't open until 10 on a Sunday, so go to the shop and get some varnish, and then I can varnish these up, stick everything down. But while I'm waiting for the shop, I've got a few more bits of wood there, so I'm just going to make a few more bits up. Well, looks like I've got a few red stones where I've been doing a bit of spray painting, but I'll sort that out. Put the sheet down next time, even though I had the table down, with a bit of wood down. I must have just oversprayed a little bit. So there's another one carved out, looking absolutely wicked. Time it all gets painted up, and then the paint goes inside of that, it will look spot on, that does. And it really does look cool the way I design it. Koi with the fish in the middle, you know, symbolising the O. Looks proper good. But I draw them all up, and then obviously it takes about an hour each one to carve out, maybe a little bit longer time you've finished sanding, but I'll get there in the end, and it gives me something to do in the morning, and I don't mind doing it, to be fair. But time for a cup of tea, because I've been sat here for the last hour concentrating on that. But happy days. Well, 'tis another long day finished, but there we go. So this morning, obviously, I went to the shop. This is the varnish that I use for the people that asked before. Does a fantastic job, to be fair, and definitely seals it up very well. I do end up doing 3 coats of that, but it does take roughly around 6 hours in between each coat. So I just do a coat each night when I get home from work. And well, they're certainly all coming on now. Like I said, I've still got to do a few more coats, but what I'll do, I'll let all this dry, because it does take a couple of hours. Time I've started off with one and go all the way through all of it. But you can see, got the start of this one coming on. This one here needs the black paint going in between the middle of them. That looks absolutely wicked. It really makes it pop out when it's done. Got this one here, little happy ponding going on. That there looks really cool. This one here is going to be wicked when it's completely finished. You can see the actual koi itself on there. And it's just spares that I've got, because of a lot of them that I've got already up there on my display unit. I don't need any more of them. So I thought it'd just be a nice idea maybe to pass it on to you guys, and you know, you can have it on your pond as such. So keep your eye out for it, and obviously I'll let you know when it's all finished and completed. Someone's going to be very, very happy with what they're going to get, and it's going to be a one-time opportunity to get your hands on some of this stuff, because I won't be doing it again, because it takes so long for me to do. And I just thought it'd be a nice little gesture for me just to pass on to you guys, and give you a chance if you do want to purchase any of it. All the bidding's going to be on eBay. I think that's what I've decided to do, but obviously I'll let you know at the end of the video, because, well, I've got to get off the bed. Another day done, and on that note, I'll catch you tomorrow when I'm redoing it again. Well, certainly getting there with these. These are looking absolutely mint. So for the people that do want to make their own and have a go themselves, so basically after you Dremel them out, it is a fiddly job and it is time consuming, but if you've got shaky hands, I wouldn't have a go yourself. But what I use, obviously I use the black gloss, but then I use like a needle of some kind, a syringe or whatever they're called, and then I basically syringe it in and then move it around to where I need to move it. You have to, like I said, you have to take your time. This one's about to driplet, so I'm going to end it here because I don't want to drip where I'm not supposed to go, and I'll catch you in a bit. But yeah, fiddly old job. So I got my wire out. I use 1.5mm wire, and I basically, what I do, I strip out the bits that I need, like so, and then that fits into there like so, and that will give me my 4 supports. So like I said, I'm showing you along the way because it's hard to do, but if you want to do it yourself, it is all doable, but it is a time-consuming job. But it's tricky to get these measured the right length, so it sits perfect when this one here goes in there, for instance, like so. And then that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there. And then let me get it done and I'll show you what it looks like in a bit. So there we go, that's how I do it. And I think it looks proper smart, to be fair. It is really fiddly to get it right. I'll just put this one down a minute because I haven't put this one on there yet. So it's really fiddly to get right because you want to have it as tight as you possibly can into each bit, if you get my drift. So you don't want any playing room between there and there. You want it as tight so then the plastic covers the copper. Once you've got the first one measured up, it's pretty easy to do, as long as you've made sure that all of your other frames are the same. I mean, I shouldn't be showing you these little tricks really, because it's, you know, someone else could take over and start mass producing them, I suppose. But I don't mind sharing what I do and what I do stuff. This purely, the reason why I'm doing this is just to, if you want to have a go yourself, have a go. If not, all of this will be up for auction and it will be personally made by myself. When it's all finished, obviously there's still another coat of gloss to go on yet, varnish should I say, but yeah, it'll be looking absolutely mint when it's done. But then, little update, you really cannot beat this stuff. Proper good stuff this is. Sticks like you know what it says on the tin. Well, basically I've just glued up the middle of those koi, glued around the screw, and then glued along the bottom of the base of the koi, and they're absolutely stuck solid on there, so they're looking wicked. That one there is all done. I'm waiting for some brackets to turn up to finish those two off over there. But yeah, everything's looking absolutely mint, well made up with it. You know, this is a one-off, like I said. This won't be happening again because, well, I haven't got any more of these koi left. So it's a one-off opportunity to get your hands on some of my stuff. And I think it will look absolutely cracking out near your pond, on your pond wall, or even, to be fair, put it somewhere like I have and display up there. Looks really cool. But yeah, got some more bits over there. This one here is all finished. That one there is looking mint, just waiting for that varnish to dry off, and then it'll give it a lovely shine. Still yet to finish up. And these here are looking wicked. You can see the shine coming off of them, and they do look proper cool, to be fair. So thank your mother for the rabbits. Right then, so as you can see, dark outside again. Just finished doing all of the filters outside. Quick water change going on, and just give another coat of varnish over the backs of all of the plaques. I like to make sure that they're heavily varnished, purely the fact I want them to last for as long as possible, and I like to make sure I do a proper job on them. So part of the reason why it's a long time consuming job as such, takes me all week to do them. That's why you can see why I've stopped making them, because it just takes so long to do. But when they're done, I'm always like wicked. That there's spot on. But that being said, I just thought I'd show you the koi a little bit. Gonna chuck some feed in. They're all looking absolutely mint, to be fair. But I'm just gonna chuck a little bit of feed in a minute. I'll grab a bit of that. I still got to put this one up on the shed. Well made up with that. But yeah, get some feed in there. Let's have a look at these fish for a little bit. As you can see, they come straight up. Water temperature has got cold, but they all come straight up, straight away, always after the feed. They eat absolutely loads, to be fair. I mean, I do cut down the food a little bit this time of year, but they're still more than happy to eat it. As you can see, water quality, absolutely bang on, as always. And I absolutely love it. Yeah, so I'll give you all a bit of an update on the fish just while we're outside here. Obviously been grafting like hell this week, making their koi plaques. Been cracking fun doing it, but at the same time still maintaining the fish, the pond. You can see this little mark on the side of the fish there. That's what I was a bit worried about on Big Betty. That's what I was telling you about the other day, that she must have banged herself on the skimmer. Problem being is that sometimes you get a few pellets go into the skimmer itself and the fish come up, they try knocking, you know, try getting in there. Like now there's one pellet, they know it's in there, they try getting it out and they just bang themselves against items like this in the pond, the pump in the pond, and it's just one of those things really. But you can't really odds it when you've got equipment in the pond. All you can do is just keep an eye on it, see if it needs treating, and then obviously go from there. But I really do hate it when I see the fish damage himself down to reasons like having the skimmer in the pond. But at the same time, without that skimmer in the pond, the water quality wouldn't be as good. So you've got to weigh up the situation of, especially the way I'm doing it at the moment. Hopefully, well not hopefully, I am definitely making this new pond, and with your guys' help, I really thank you all for that, and I can't thank you enough. So, well, that being said, I'll catch you again tomorrow and show you what these art plaques look like when they're all finished up. Yeah, so there's all the art plaques. They're all finished up. They're looking absolutely fantastic, to be fair. I'm well made up with them. And they're actually so good, I don't even know whether to put them on eBay and sell them. I might decide just to keep them. I'm so happy with them. But now, on a serious note, I'm still yet to decide what I'm going to do with them. And I've got a few more up here. What I'm thinking about doing, I've had a load of people ask me on my Facebook page that they would be very interested on my Facebook page. So what I'm thinking about doing is probably give me a couple days just to sort out prices, because I still got to get post and packaging equipment and things like that. But what I was thinking about doing was just advertising it on my Facebook page. If you're not already on my Facebook page, it'd be well worth coming over, taking a look. This is a one-time opportunity that some of this stuff will be on there. Some of it I might sell as sets, some of it I might sell individually. And to be completely honest with you all, any money that I make from any of this product is going straight back into the actual pond itself, into the new pond. And the ideas behind me making it all really is if I can just make a little bit like this to help out. Obviously, you all know I've got a family, and you know how much all this new pond equipment cost. And basically I thought to myself, if I can just put together bits like this in my own time. Obviously I've had to pay for a lot of bits. I've had to set an outlay for making this to start with. But I was thinking, if I'm using my own time, I don't mind using my time. If I can make a little bit of profit from it, then I can put that profit back towards the pond. And well, that was my idea. And it might work, it might not. I'm hoping it will work. I'm not intending to make absolutely thousands of pounds from it, but I'm just thinking that if I can get a little bit of money, you know, and if it just buys me a couple of pipe fittings and things like that, do you know what I mean? It will definitely help out, and it won't be such a, you know, so much of a damage bill when I tell the wife how much everything's going to cost. But yeah, what I was thinking about doing was announcing it on my Facebook page. I'll let you know when it's all ready. Well, it's ready to go to a new home. It's more than the fact of me being ready, because I don't do this as a business. A few people that might be interested of purchasing something, but when it goes on there, it will purely come down to the first person that comments that they would like it. That's the only fairest way I can do it. I don't know how else I can do it, to be fair. And the price will be set at a certain price with posted packaging, and well, just keep an eye on my Facebook page and I'll let you know more information. But if you're interested of making it yourself, everything that you see on the pond is all more than doable. You can have a go yourself. The hardest thing about it all is the outlay of the cost of the materials to get everything that you need, like a Dremel, and then obviously your saws and all of your equipment that you need to make it to start with. And I know and I understand a lot of people haven't got the know-how or the little bit of skill that is needed to do any DIY. So if you are interested, like I said, this is sounds like one hell of a sales pitch, and I don't think it needs to be. These will just sell themselves. I'm sure they will. And to be completely honest with you, I haven't seen them before, you know, like this. Anyone that wants one of these, the actual fish themselves, is you have to go get hold of Illy Koi Art. That's where I got all of my ones from. They look wicked. He sells a load of different stuff. So get hold of Illy Koi Art. I'll try and leave a link in the description of the video. Anyone that doesn't know what a description of the video is, because there is a lot of people out there that doesn't. So on the top of the title, where this video will say the name of the title, there's a little arrow pointing downwards. If you hit that arrow, that's what you call the description video. So hope that helps out a few people as well. Yeah, so Sunday again now. Been a full week's graft sorting out all of this artwork. It looks absolutely amazing, I've got to say. And the wife did say, oh, you should keep some of it yourself and put along the fence that I'd done. Which, you know, I got to admit, I do think they look absolutely wicked. That is like the winner chicken dinner. But that being said, look, all the information about this, I think the first thing for me to do is don't put it on eBay, because there'll be people from outside of the UK will get that link as well, and they'll be able to bid on it, and they might not even want the product and just put the price up. And I don't want that to happen, and I don't think that's fair. So I think the fairest thing for me to do is that my followers that do like me, and the followers that follow the channel and support the channel, I think the fairest thing for me to do is put it on my Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook, jump across to my Facebook page. You can use your wife's account, your account, it doesn't matter, as long as you can contact me and obviously get hold of me and say who you are, whatever else, we can go from there. But that being said, look, all the information will be on the Facebook page or my Instagram page, but I'll sort it out from that. That being said, it's coming up to the end of the video. I've got a nice roast dinner cooking at the moment. Got to sort out a bit of pond work here this morning myself. And on that note, happy ponding, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you, mother of a rabbit. One real quick one, I won't be taking no orders through YouTube himself because it just gets too complicated. And on the Facebook page, just to let you know, when they're gone, they're gone. I won't be making them again. When they're sold, they're sold. So that being said, thank you very much again for watching the video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and you know, have a go yourself. If you miss out on the opportunity of getting one of my items, have a go yourself, because it is sort of easy to do. You might, you know, might take you a little bit to get going onto it, but it's definitely worth a try. And you know, if you can build yourself a pond, I'm sure you'll be able to build yourself some of these items. But like I was saying earlier on in the video, any of the items that you see, like the koi fish, you don't have to use the koi fish. You can use like the other technique where I use the Dremel and I Dremeled them out like so. You can just use the Dremel and you can do it yourself without even using the koi. But if you was to buy those koi, they are $14.99 each just for the fish. So just take that in consideration if you were thinking about doing something like this. But you can get hold of all of them of Illy Koi Art. He's in China, but he posts anywhere in the world. And hopefully you'll comment in the comment section. But if not, I'll leave a link to his Easter page or Easter page, whatever they're called, because it's all handmade, homemade stuff. All right, so thank you very much. And I'll catch you on the next one.